Alrighty, I am back on camera here and excited to finally get. I think it's been 9 months since I started recording my journey, my story of when I got, as I say, lit. I've said it 1,000 times. You heard it on my on my little introductory trilogy here, first two chapters, and this is the beginning of chapter 3 of this episodic introduction that I've been documenting, getting to the meat and potatoes. And this basically, I created this trilogy to give the background, and then I've got two series coming up ahead of the actual, wow, an experience, encounters, you know, I could call it the process of the journey to the Holy Grail, as I've said before. These words, I toss these words around as if it's, some big thing, and it is, because the greatest treasure that I could ever hope to find was found, and it's not because something was really lost. It just wasn't even aware of and known. So how could something be lost when you don't even know what it is? You know what I mean? So that's what this whole experience has been for me, and I wanted to take you back into the little herstory of the of my movement, to bring me to date, so that as soon as I get through this trilogy introduction, and the two series that follow are the actual encounters that actually brought me to my present moment. And I'm here at Mount Tamalpais, right in Marin, right north of the Golden Gate Bridge. A glorious little woods here. Mount Tam here, as it's called by the locals. It's just way up. I'll try to show some footage, but it's just, you can see the entire San Francisco Bay. You can see the entire city from tip to tip and all the way to Oakland. And so it's really incredible. The sun's creeping behind me here, you can see. It's kind of cool. But I park myself here with ooh, here comes the rainbow. You can't beat this. I've been here meditating for an hour and didn't know where the sun was. I kind of hidden behind clouds, and I couldn't really see where it was. And being this rainbow sister right here, who just craves and lives and breathes rainbow light. The moment I started recording, here it comes. I warned you that this was going to happen. You can't beat this. This is amazing. Uh, Thank you, heaven. Thank you, light. Thank you, love. And thank you, rainbow. I am the rainbow energy, and I meditated here for an hour in the rainbow light, is what I was evoking and embodying, and that's what this journey has been all about this whole time. It is taking the journey across the across the into the rainbow, across the rivers and valleys and peaks and who knows what, to get here. And I'm basically sharing this experience with you because I am here now in this rainbow as the bridge, and just being the living example of this, so that I can help be the big sister, a little sister to some. If you're older than me, that's fine. I'm an old soul, so most of my dearest beloved friends since I was 20 are seniors, and at least 20 years my senior. And so I just adore our dear elders and wiser ones in life who have been through the ringer, and we just adore each other and have just an infinite respect for each other. And I get the grandmas and the grandpas and the wise ones of our society to open up and share their stories with me, because I am so interested. And my very first documentary was of seniors. I interviewed about 30 of them in a senior home. So to me, it's just like honoring the wisdom of our loved ones from in the more older agers, they're like I say, I'm an old soul myself, and it's just it's actually fun because if the ones who have my mother is near 90, and my grandmother, she passed away in her late 90s, so I've been surrounded by beautiful older souls who have just touched my life beyond words, and it's fun because when you get to that age, I'm 50, and you take a look at life differently, and you don't take things so serious anymore. You either go one extreme or the other. You can be grumpy. You can turn into the grumpusauruses, which one's half the age or a third the age. You can be grumpy at sometimes, infantile. You know how it goes. We all go through these stages in our lives till we finally realize, is it really worth getting all pissy pot over and grumpy and stuff? And then when we do allow ourselves to do it, get it out of our system, and then get back to the fun stuff, because that's what life is all about. Is just letting loose. And I say, be like a child, as many a wise one has said, and the wisest ones are childlike. They just embrace life and the joy of it as a child. And being childlike, not childish, is the way to be. It's the only way to embrace as the best that life has to offer when you don't take things so seriously. That's what this is all about. So I'm just here to help encourage, inspire, and be this childlike Weisenheimer. Okay, it's time to play, and it's like, oh, it's time for that. I'm too busy. I was that way. I was caught up in my life and my my mundaneness and in the rat race, and I worked in the matrix for 25 years. My career, lived in it for 45, until 10 years ago I shot out like a pea, and here I am telling the story. So anyways, I'm going to continue to delve deeper into this final chapter here. I'm just going to introduce this one little intro here, and it takes going on a road to nowhere, having that just do it, just go where you're guided, just trust your inner guidance. That's what this is all about. I took a leap of faith in 2013, after finally leaving officially the old life behind, and I took a dive. And you're right, as this, when you do this kind of movement, you really are throwing caution to the wind, and allowing nature and the flow of the moment to guide you versus forcing it. So I'm very blessed with this video that's coming up here. I just want to get on camera here on a blip pie, and I'll be coming back around on in a couple of chapters down here. But I wanted to share this introduction here of this video that was created for me by a dear friend and my partner, who I collaborated with in the series that's about to come up called The Guided Hearts Behind the Canvas. And that's where the deeper journey into the greatest discovery, the greatest love story, the greatest treasure ever found beyond belief, into a knowingness of just the greatest awareness that a human being can ever discover. And I found it. And I'm going to share that experience with you, and it'll come up in the next series. But I'm going to tell you basically how it began. So in this coming episode that you'll see, we're when you take a leap like this and you just go on a road to nowhere, that's where you end up now here. And being now here is one of the secrets, okay, to the greatest gift, the greatest treasure, and the greatest love of your life, okay? And it's in 0 point. It's that, space between. That's what's called 0 point. It's where all the most power is. It's where all the superpowers and all the, that space between. It's the void. It's the space. It's the ether, okay? We're going to go deep into this. And my friend Robert created this video of me for me, kind of interviewing me in my background a little bit here. So I'm going to share that here. My leap into crazy town, and as I started this movement 10 years ago, I became a nut to people around me, and quite the alien. Like I was body snatched. It's like the person who I was no longer was, and it's just like I didn't even know how to process this new being. So I'm getting skeetered right now. But anyways, so enjoy this video coming up. He did a great little tribute of encompassing my historical background and taking me to the moment where I got lit. And as soon as that video ends, and we kind of get into a little bit of the overview of what I learned, and I'm gonna continue explaining after that. Yeah, what I actually, what actually did it for me, okay, and what started it, and when the magic and the mind-blowing phenomenon exposed itself, and I went beyond the phenomenon to the phenomenal energy, and it just magic that was happening with the synchronicities and serendipities, and just beyond coincidence, beyond chance. Okay, this is not a life experience of chance. This is something that when you commit to this type of energy, it starts manifesting some amazing stuff, and it becomes phenomenal to a certain degree until you find out that you're the phenomenon, and everything is your reflection, and you brought it upon yourself. Okay, it is just amazing, and as I say, here we are. The rainbow is here because this is what it's all about. And again, I placed myself in this space over an hour ago, and only when I started hit recording did the rainbow appear. So this is the magic and the wonder of true nature. Okay, manifesting before your eyes, and so enjoy the video coming up, and I'll see you on the other side. And as the song that I'm about to feature, sometimes you got to get a little crazy, which means what's sane. Sometimes you got to get insane or out of sane in order to really take flight. So here we go down the rabbit hole again, and we're gonna go deep, and we're gonna tell the history of it all. So here we go, and enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.